Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for liking, for subscribing, for sharing. If you feel guided, thank you for buying me a coffee or leaving any tips. It is what allows me to do this, and it also helps grow the channel, so I am extremely grateful. So, while I was doing the pre-shuffle, I kept hearing, what are you grateful for? So I thought it'd be fun to do a reading on what are you grateful for? Because that's what I kept hearing. What are you grateful for? So the Knight of Pentacles just came out, which is a slow-moving energy. That's Earth energy. We have Judgment on the bottom. Judgment is Major Arcana. I can't remember who it's for all of a sudden. I don't know why. But this is usually Earth energy. This looks like reciprocity to me, or building something, or planting an idea. Knight of Pentacles is usually Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. But with the two hands, you can kind of, I guess that could represent a pentacle, but with the two hands here, it looks like an exchange of something. So I don't know if you're grateful for this knight who's exchanging an idea with you, is building something with you, is sharing something with you. I don't know if you're bringing something to someone. Judgment is Scorpio energy, and we're still in Scorpio season because it's like, you know, death, rebirth. It usually represents, you know, like our Archangel Gabriel tooting his horn over people. Phoenix rising from the ashes, that kind of thing. The Judgment usually represents. But it also looked like a pentacle. So the Nine of Wands, but it came out reversed. So Nine of Wands is usually, you know, it's fire energy, it's fast-moving energy. It can be like, usually like you're on guard about something. And it's different if it's romantic. It can also mean like, so you're not afraid about this. You're not worried about this. You don't feel guarded about anything. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Huh. Yeah. So you're open to this. Eight of Pentacles. This is definitely, we keep seeing Pentacles, so Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Is something flip? Yes, Four of Wands. You're building something. And I feel like it's you coming forward with this. Like it's you with the idea. It's you coming forward. Like but I just feel like you're not an earth energy. But I feel like it's you coming forward with this idea, just with someone else to build this idea. And it could be a business idea. It could be relationship. It could be a business proposal. It could be, ooh, Leo. Yeah. The Four Wands is fire. So this is Leo. The Strength card's Major Arcana for Leo. So this is what you're grateful for. Is this something you've been waiting for someone to come forward to propose to you about? Because we were talking about, I kept hearing gratitude. You're so grateful. Because it's like they've relieved it's like, if this is romantic and it's the Nine of Wands, it's like there's no question in their mind about it. You are the person they want to be with. Page of Wands. There's a lot of fire here. That's Leo, Aries, Sag. That's flirtation. We've got the Lovers on the bottom. So, I mean, everything here is fire energy except the slow moving energy, which I still feel like it's an exchange of something. An exchange of like a proposal, like an idea. An exchange of, I want to grab my crystal. It feels like an exchange of an idea, an exchange of what they've been thinking about. Like, I feel like took a while to come to you with this idea. Page of Wands is very flirtatious. Look, too, I feel like they felt like the clock was running out on this. Because it's an hourglass. Like, they knew their time was running low. Because they were taking a while to build this. Let me get one more card on this. We have the Lovers on the bottom. Which feels like water energy, though, even though it's Gemini. Okay, so I wanted one more, but 3 flipped. So we'll take them. So the 8 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, and the Fool. So this is pretty clear to me now. So the 8 of Pentacles is building on something, which makes sense over here with this Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I understand the story now. It's pretty clear. So the Fool doesn't look like the Fool. So the Fool's always like depicted as somebody jumping off of a cliff with like a little sack like on a stick, and he's literally ready to like jump. And he's usually the number 0, and people will either, depends what kind of reader they are. They'll either call them an Aquarius or an Aries, but they're not actually represented by a sign. But people say those are the 2 signs that they think embody the Fool energy, is Aries and Aquarius. But take it as it resonates. I won't usually label them as a Fool. I'm just saying that for you. But the Fool in this card, there's 2 of them, and each of them is holding a heart. As far as I'm concerned, this looks like what we saw at the bottom of the deck, the Lovers, or the Soulmate card, right? It looks like 2 people ready to embark on a new journey together in love. And I was hoping this wasn't going to be a love reading, but maybe you're grateful because this is something you've been waiting for news on. Maybe you gave somebody like, look, either we're going to be in a committed relationship or not, or either we're going to work through this marriage or we're going to separate, or either, you know, you can let me know if you're somebody who wants to be married or not, because I'm looking for marriage and I don't want to waste my time with somebody who doesn't want that. Like, I feel like it's that kind of energy. Like, you needed to know what this person really wanted because you didn't want to waste your time anymore with somebody. Like, you know what you want in life in terms of a connection. And if this person doesn't want the same thing, you are embodying the energy of the Emperor. It doesn't matter if you're a man or woman, but you know what you want. And if this person doesn't want that, you were okay and ready to accept that, even though it would be hard for you, because you want somebody who's in alignment with you and wants the same things in life. And you were willing to express that. So this is what I think happened. And I think this is why there's a lot of gratitude. I think it took a lot of strength for you to express what you really want in this connection. If it's a committed relationship, if it's marriage, if it's somebody who wants to work towards marriage, if it's somebody who, if you're married to, wants to either work on the marriage or call it quits and end the marriage. You just need an answer to what's happening in this connection and where is it going. You can't stay in this place of no longer limbo, if you will, this unknowing. You're done. So you had to really step up and have the courage. And I don't think that's usually the role you play, but you now know what you wanted. You understood what you wanted. So it made you you felt smaller because it's not your usual role, I feel like, in this connection to have to say this. So it took a lot of strength and courage for you to do that, to say that. So it puts you more in this like page energy, which is like a newer kind of connection, even though I don't feel like this was necessarily always a newer connection. But it's kind of like, hey, where's this going? Or what are we going to do? Or are we ever going to have children? You said you wanted to have children, but now you're pretending like you don't want to have children. Like, I want children. I don't want to be with somebody who doesn't want to have children kind of energy. And I'm not going to spend my whole life waiting for you to figure out what you want. So they knew the clock was running on them. That's what it feels like happened. Now take this as it resonates. Energies are always changing. Time is fluid. This could be a work thing. I'm just using a love thing because that's what it kind of feels like to me. So it feels like the person you were talking to took some time to kind of like reflect and think about it. And that's why we have the Eight of Pentacles, because it's always like building, working. And I feel like they were working on their money and they were working on themselves. And you're over here like, oh, tap, 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 come on, that clock is ticking. But you weren't telling them that, but that's what you were thinking. And you weren't expecting it to take as long as it did for them to come back. And you could be different in this time story too. You might have just said something to someone, like, or you might just be getting the courage to tell someone. Or right now, this person may have kind of heard you and gone off and is processing the information. You could be different. Everyone's going to be different in this timeline. But I think they started working on their money and also processing what you told them. So they started focusing on something else, to think about what they heard from you and to think about what do they want with you and what can they give you? Can they really offer that to you or not? And so it's this like slow moving energy, which is that earth energy. Doesn't mean it's an earth person. Doesn't mean it's a Virgo or Taurus or Capricorn. But I think they went into that energy in order to like ground themselves. And they could have a lot of earth placements, but I feel like they're a water sign or a fire sign. I feel like you're an air sign or a fire sign, but it doesn't matter. The signs are irrelevant. But I think it took them a while to come to you about it. So I think they were thinking about it. And I think they were thinking honestly about what could they offer you? Like, would they take this? Would they take that? Could there be equal reciprocity? Do I have enough money to buy a ring? Do I really want to have a baby? Do I want to be exclusive? Can we rebuild this marriage? Like, I think they were thinking through whatever you proposed to them. And with the Two of Wands, they're like, here's my two options. If I go, this is my outcome. If I stay, this is what would happen. So I think this is what was going on with them too. So while they're thinking about, working, building on it, what can they offer you? here's the two. They were also weighing their like pros and cons of what the two potential outcomes would be. If I go in this direction and move toward you, this is what would happen. If I go in the other direction, this is what would happen. So I think they were thinking through what they thought all the scenarios would be, as if you can do that. But that's what it feels like this energy did. So with the Nine of Wands being reversed, it says, I'm clear. I know what I want. I know I'm not afraid. I want to move forward. Like it's, if it's in a connection and it's reversed, it says, this is exactly what I want. Like, I want you. I want this direction. I want marriage. I want a committed relationship. I want a baby. I want us to work on our marriage. I don't want to separate. It's that kind of decision. I'm not afraid. I'm very clear on what I want. And it's you. And again, look at the hands. It's reversed, but it doesn't matter. Look at the hands. It's like yin and yang, holding on to the offer together. Two soulmates holding on to the offer together. But very clear, this is what I want. With the Fool card, that's two people holding on to hearts for a new beginning and a leap of faith of, yes, this is what I want. I want it with you and nobody else. That comes out with the Four of Wands, which represents home, marriage, moving. So maybe you said, like, I've got to move to like the other side of the country. I want you to come with me. And this person had to think about that. Like, how serious am I? Well, yeah, they're going to move with you. Or they want to marry you. Or, well, I am serious and, you know, we can work in a long distance relationship. Or I'll find a job and come. But yes, we can work through that while you're away. And I also see this star. It's like you are their ultimate wish. You're their dream come true. Because this hand is holding. It's not the traditional Four of Wands. This hand is like holding these two planets together, like yin and yang, with the wish fulfillment, which is the star, which is Aquarius. So it's like, it's everything. It's everything they've ever wanted. In love, in relationship, in this connection. Because they're not afraid to move forward. It's what they want. Yin and yang right here. So I feel like whatever you proposed, it took a while for this person to come to this decision. And a while, because the Pentacles, the slow-moving energy, could be different for everyone. And I think in this timeline, all of you are in different places. Some of you just finally found out, oh yay, yeah, this is what they want. Some of you, they're over here pondering it and thinking, and they might just be working on it. They might be at this point, they might be like weighing their options. Some of you are just getting ready to tell them what you want, you know. Some of you aren't even here yet, or some of you already completed this. So all of you are at different phases, you know. Some of them are out buying a ring to give to you, you know, over Hanukkah or over Christmas or over Kwanzaa. You know, it's all different holidays people celebrate. So it just depends what you celebrate too. Might be during the New Year, the Vietnamese New Year, the Chinese New Year, whatever your major holidays are. But I feel like that's why there's so much gratitude. This person is grateful for you being in their life. They realize you are the love of their life. And you're grateful you had the strength to come forward and say what you needed to say. And slow moving is different for everyone, right? Slow moving could be 2 weeks. It could be 2 months, 6 months. I mean, slow moving is different for everybody. So take that as it resonates too. Slow moving energy is different for every single person. Slow moving could be 2 days for some of you, you know, so it's different for everybody. It's what slow moving is for you and your connection. So I hope that's helpful. But I think that's why there was a lot of gratitude, because there's a lot of love between the two of you. And sometimes it takes one person just a little bit longer to wake up to it or recognize it. And sometimes the other person has to have a little bit more courage to say something first. So I think it's all going to work out beautifully in the end. So I wish you a beautiful morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Maybe this is the wedding dance I was seeing in the psychic reading that I wanted to be a part of. Or a proposal dance or something. I don't know. That party looked like fun. So thank you again for being a part of the channel. I have so much gratitude for all of you. Have a lovely evening. Bye.